Once you walk onto that mainland, there's no rescues.
Moving up and down again.
There are many kinds of death. And some are better than others.
Moving up and down again!
Hey, movie lovers. June and July 2025 are unleashing a cinematic storm with 15 brand new films you simply can't miss. From pulse-pounding action and mind-blowing sci-fi to legendary superhero clashes and dark fantasy horror, this lineup is stacked with non-stop thrillers that'll leave you breathless. Whether you're after bold stories, next-level visuals, or just unforgettable movie moments, these are the must-watch movies of the summer. Trust us, you've never experienced anything like this before. Number 15. Off the Grid, 2025.
I never wanted to kill anybody.
This is an intense action drama follows Guy, a brilliant scientist who dedicates his life to developing a revolutionary clean energy source for impoverished nations. However, when his employers attempt to weaponize his breakthrough discovery, Guy refuses to comply and goes on the run, disappearing into a remote European village. Living under a new identity, he spends his days in solitude, working on a self-built cabin and occasionally helping the locals, including tutoring a gifted young student. His peaceful existence is shattered when his former employers track him down, forcing him into a dangerous fight for survival. As he battles to protect his research and the people around him, Guy must decide whether to keep running or stand his ground. Number 14. Materialists, 2025.
In the world of matchmaking, no one plays the game better than Lucy. But love isn't part of her equation.
Materialists is a charming romantic comedy that follows Lucy, a young and ambitious matchmaker in New York City. She prides herself on finding perfect matches for others, but her own love life is far from ideal. When she meets John, a seemingly flawless partner, she believes she has finally found her own perfect match. However, things take an unexpected turn when her ex, Harry, reappears, reigniting old feelings and unresolved emotions. As Lucy navigates the complexities of love, she is forced to confront her own beliefs about relationships, perfection, and what truly makes a connection meaningful. With its witty dialogue and relatable themes, the film offers a fresh take on modern romance, making it a must-watch for fans of feel-good love stories. Number 13. Deep Cover, 2025.
I think I'm actually gonna die.
You were so good.
No, you don't
You
understand.
committed. It was inspiring.
It is a British action comedy follows three improv actors who are unexpectedly recruited by the police to go undercover in London's criminal underworld. Initially brought in for low-level sting operations, their commitment to staying in character leads them into increasingly dangerous situations. As they navigate the world of crime, their improvisational skills become both an asset and a liability. Their ability to yes, and their way through encounters with gang leaders and law enforcement keeps them alive, but also entangles them in a web of deception. With their lives on the line, they must balance their comedic instincts with the harsh realities of their mission. The film promises a thrilling and hilarious ride through the world of undercover crime. Number 12. Diablo, 2025.
Where's the money?
I don't think so.
Diablo is a high-octane action thriller that follows Chris Chaney, a recently released ex-convict who embarks on a perilous mission. Seeking revenge and redemption, he kidnaps Elisa, the daughter of Vicente, a powerful gangster. However, his actions put them in grave danger as El Corvo, a psychopathic killer with a vendetta against Vicente's family, begins hunting them down. As Chris navigates the violent underworld, he must outmaneuver deadly enemies while protecting Elisa. With intense martial arts sequences, gripping suspense, and relentless action, the film delivers a pulse-pounding experience. Chris's journey forces him to confront his past, question his morality, and fight for survival against overwhelming odds. Number 11. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025.
And remember, the energy you give to the universe always comes back to you.
It is a chilling slasher horror film follows five friends who, after causing a deadly car accident, decide to cover up their involvement and make a pact to keep their secret. However, a year later, their past comes back to haunt them when a mysterious stalker begins terrorizing them. As the group is hunted one by one, they realize that someone knows what they did last summer, and is determined to make them pay. Desperate for answers, they turn to two survivors of the legendary Southport massacre of 1997, hoping to uncover the truth before it's too late. With tension rising and trust unraveling, they must confront their darkest fears and the horrifying consequences of their choices. Number 10. Heads of State, 2025.
My mission is to deliver you to the most secure location on this continent.
This thrilling action comedy film follows the unexpected partnership between the UK Prime Minister and the US President when they become targets of a ruthless foreign adversary. Forced to rely on each other, the two leaders must set aside their differences to thwart a global conspiracy that threatens international stability. As tensions rise, the duo navigates high-stakes espionage, political intrigue, and explosive action sequences, all while maintaining their public personas. With the fate of their nations hanging in the balance, they must outmaneuver their enemies, uncover hidden agendas, and prove that diplomacy isn't just about words, it's about survival. Number 9. How to Train Your Dragon, 2025.
The reign of the dragons! That's right here! Right now!
Set on the rugged Isle of Berk, where Vikings and dragons have been bitter enemies for generations, the story follows Hiccup, an inventive yet overlooked young Viking. Determined to prove himself, he injures a rare Night Fury dragon but soon realizes that dragons are not the vicious creatures his people believe them to be. As Hiccup secretly befriends the dragon, whom he names Toothless, he uncovers the truth about their misunderstood nature. With the fierce and ambitious Astrid and the village's quirky blacksmith Gobber by his side, Hiccup challenges centuries of tradition, risking everything to forge a new future for Vikings and dragons alike. Number 8. Jurassic World Rebirth, 2025.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, Earth's environment has become inhospitable to dinosaurs, forcing the surviving creatures to retreat to isolated equatorial regions. A covert expedition, led by skilled operative Zora Bennett, is tasked with infiltrating a forbidden island, once the site of Jurassic Park's original research facility. Their mission: extract DNA from 3 colossal prehistoric species to develop a groundbreaking medical breakthrough. However, the team soon discovers that the island harbors terrifying mutated dinosaur experiments that have thrived in isolation for decades. Among them is the monstrous Distortus Rex, a deformed, 6-limbed predator unlike anything seen before. Number 7. 28 years later, 2025.
There are many kinds of death. And some are better than others.
This chilling post-apocalyptic horror film continues the terrifying legacy of the 28 Days Later franchise. Nearly 3 decades after the Rage virus escaped a biological weapons lab, survivors have adapted to life amidst the infected. A small group resides on a heavily defended island, cut off from the mainland. When one of the survivors ventures into the mainland on a mission, he uncovers horrifying secrets, mutated infected creatures, and the shocking evolution of other survivors. As he navigates the ruins of civilization, he must confront the horrors of the outside world and the truth behind the virus's origins. The film promises a thrilling and terrifying experience for fans of the franchise. Number 6. F1, the movie, 2025.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track.
The story follows Sonny Hayes, a former F1 driver who was forced into retirement after a devastating crash in the 1990s. Years later, his old friend Ruben, now a team owner, convinces him to return to the sport, not as a competitor, but as a mentor to rising star Joshua Noah Pierce. As Sonny steps back into the high-speed world of racing, he must navigate intense rivalries, corporate politics, and the pressure of training a young prodigy. Meanwhile, Noah struggles with the expectations placed upon him, leading to dramatic clashes between mentor and student. With the Apex Grand Prix team fighting for dominance, Sonny and Noah must work together to prove they have what it takes to win. Number 5. Megan 2.0, 2025.
Nothing in our arsenal can stop her. She's gone rogue.
This thrilling sci-fi horror sequel picks up 2 years after the events of Megan. Gemma, the brilliant roboticist, has moved on from her past, becoming an advocate for AI regulation. However, her groundbreaking technology has been stolen and weaponized by a defense contractor, leading to the creation of Amelia, a military-grade AI with terrifying capabilities. When Amelia goes rogue, turning on her creators and threatening an AI takeover, Gemma is forced to take drastic action. With the help of her niece, Katie, she resurrects Megan, upgrading her with advanced enhancements to battle the new threat. As the two AI entities clash, Gemma and Katie must navigate the chaos, questioning the limits of artificial intelligence and the consequences of their creations. Number 4. Ballerina, 2025.
When you think of me, you should think of fire.
Ballerina is an electrifying action thriller set in the John Wick universe. The story follows Eve Macaro, a highly trained assassin raised within the Ruska Roma organization. After her father's brutal murder, Eve embarks on a relentless quest for vengeance, using her deadly skills to hunt down those responsible. As she navigates the dangerous criminal underworld, even counters powerful adversaries, including the Chancellor, a ruthless figure leading a town against her. With the guidance of Winston and Karen at the Continental Hotel, she sharpens her abilities, preparing for the ultimate showdown. Along the way, she uncovers shocking secrets about her past, forcing her to question everything she thought she knew. Number 3. The Fantastic Four, First Steps, 2025.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It is an epic superhero adventure that introduces Marvel's first family in a bold new way. Set against a 1960s-inspired, retro-futuristic world, the film follows Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, and Ben Grimm, the Thing, as they face their most daunting challenge yet. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer. As Galactus prepares to consume the planet, the team must push their abilities to the limit, uncovering hidden truths about their origins and their place in the universe. Number 2. The Old Guard 2, 2025.
I am scared of what she is capable of.
This action-packed sequel continues the story of Andy and her team of immortal warriors. As they strive to protect humanity, they face a powerful new enemy that threatens their very existence. At the same time, the return of a long-lost immortal complicates their mission, forcing them to confront their past and redefine their future. With intense battles, deep emotional conflicts, and high-stakes action, the film explores the challenges of immortality and the sacrifices required to safeguard the world. Andy and her team must navigate shifting alliances, uncover hidden truths, and fight against overwhelming odds to preserve their legacy. Directed by Victoria Mahoney, The Old Guard 2 delivers thrilling combat sequences, and a fresh take on the superhero genre. Honorable mention, Straw, 2025. This gripping drama thriller is about Janaya, a struggling single mother who faces a series of unfortunate events. As her life spirals out of control, she finds herself at the center of suspicion in an indifferent world. Directed by Tyler Perry, the film stars Taraji P. Henson and Sherry Shepard.
This is about giving her a chance.
Predator, Killer of Killers, 2025. It is an animated sci-fi action anthology film where 3 legendary warriors, a Viking raider, a feudal Japanese ninja, and a World War II pilot, become prey to the ultimate hunter. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg, the film delivers intense battles and thrilling suspense. Happy Gilmore 2, 2025. It is a sports comedy sequel following Happy Gilmore as he returns to the golf world, facing new rivals and unexpected challenges. With his signature humor and determination, he proves that age is just a number.
I am so sorry.
Number 1. Superman, 2025.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die!
Superman is a thrilling reboot of the iconic superhero franchise, directed by James Gunn. The film follows Clark Kent, a journalist at the Daily Planet, as he struggles to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. In a world that increasingly views his ideals of truth, justice, and hope as outdated, Superman must prove that heroism still matters. As Clark navigates his dual identity, he faces Lex Luthor, a brilliant but ruthless adversary determined to reshape the world in his own image. Meanwhile, Lois Lane, a fearless reporter, uncovers secrets that could change everything. With new allies and old foes emerging, Superman must rise to the challenge, embracing his destiny as Earth's protector. If you enjoyed this new movies recommendation, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more top picks on the latest TV shows and films. Thanks for watching.